A smiling cartoon face flashes on the screen for just 1 second. It feels out of place. The movie is dark, the music is tense, the scene is meant to scare you. And yet, there it is, a Disney reference, hiding in plain sight. Once you notice it, you can't unsee it. And the more you look, the more you realize this was never an accident. Before we go any further, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy discovering hidden details and secrets in movies, you're going to want to stay until the end. Horror films are built to make us feel unsafe. Disney films are built to make us feel safe. So why do these two worlds keep crossing paths? Why do filmmakers hide bright, innocent references inside the darkest stories they can tell? The answer is not simple, and that's what makes it so interesting. It often starts as a quiet joke from the director, a poster on the wall, a sound in the background, a familiar shape hidden in the shadows. These details are small, but they are placed with care. Horror directors know that Disney images live deep in our memory. We grew up with them. They feel warm and harmless. When they appear in a scary movie, they create discomfort without us fully knowing why. One common example is hidden posters or VHS tapes. In several horror films, you can spot classic Disney movies sitting on shelves or lying on the floor. They're never mentioned, the camera never stops to show them clearly, but they are there. This creates a strange contrast, childhood safety sitting next to fear and danger. Some horror movies hide Disney characters in drawings made by children. A child draws something innocent, like Mickey-shaped ears or a princess dress. Later, the same drawing appears during a tense or disturbing moment. The message is subtle. Childhood does not always mean safety. Sometimes fear grows in the same place innocence once lived. There are also moments where Disney music is used in twisted ways. A soft melody that sounds playful echoes through an empty hallway. It feels wrong. The music reminds the viewer of joy, but the image on screen shows isolation or danger. This clash makes the scene more powerful than silence ever could. In some horror films, the reference is not visual. It is hidden in dialogue. A character casually mentions a Disney movie title during a serious conversation. The line feels strange. It pulls the viewer out of the moment just enough to cause unease. Why mention something so light in a dark situation? That question stays with the viewer. Another popular trick is using Disney-like color palettes. Bright reds, blues, and yellows appear in scenes that should feel cold or dead. These colors remind us of animation and childhood stories. When used in horror, they confuse the brain. We're not sure how to feel, and that confusion becomes fear. Some horror movies use Disney references as a symbol of lost innocence. Horror stories often focus on people facing something they're not ready for. By placing Disney imagery in these stories, the filmmaker reminds us of a time before fear, before pain, before reality felt heavy. Seeing that innocence break makes the horror feel more personal.
There are horror movies where Disney references appear right before something bad happens. A character watches a Disney movie on TV. Moments later, the scene turns violent or tragic. The timing is important. It teaches the viewer that safety is temporary. Comfort can disappear at any moment. In certain films, Disney references are hidden in the background of mental hospitals, abandoned homes, or dreamlike spaces. These places are already unsettling. Adding a familiar symbol makes them feel even more wrong. It suggests that something pure has been left behind and forgotten. Some horror directors grew up watching Disney films. For them, these references are personal. They're not trying to mock Disney. They are using it as emotional language. When words fail, symbols speak, and Disney symbols speak loudly to almost everyone. There are cases where the reference is almost impossible to notice unless you pause the movie. A shape in the clouds that looks like Mickey ears, a shadow that briefly forms a familiar outline. These details reward careful viewers. They make the movie feel alive, like it is watching you back. One unsettling pattern is how often Disney references appear in stories about children. Horror films about childhood fear, imaginary friends, or monsters under the bed use Disney symbols to blur the line between fantasy and reality. What once felt magical now feels dangerous. Some movies go even further and mirror Disney stories in dark ways. A princess-like character trapped in a tower becomes a victim instead of a hero. A magical place turns into a nightmare. These twisted echoes make the viewer rethink the stories they grew up loving. There are horror films that use Disney references to comment on control. Disney worlds are often clean, ordered, and perfect. Horror worlds are chaotic and broken. Placing one inside the other raises questions about rules, control, and what happens when order collapses. In a few films, the Disney reference is meant only for the cast and crew, an inside joke left behind for those who worked on the movie. But once viewers find it, it becomes part of the experience. The audience becomes part of the secret. Some fans believe these references are messages, others see them as simple jokes. The truth is probably somewhere in between. What matters is how they make us feel, and most of the time they make us uncomfortable in a quiet way. These hidden details keep horror films alive long after the credits roll. They give viewers something to search for, something to talk about, something to question. They turn a movie into a puzzle. The more horror films you watch, the more you start to notice patterns. Disney references appear again and again. Different directors, different studios, different styles, yet the connection remains. This is because horror and Disney share something important. They both shape emotion. One uses fear, the other uses comfort. When combined, they become powerful. Once you see these hidden references, watching horror movies changes. You start scanning the background, you listen more closely, you question every familiar sound or shape. The movie becomes interactive. And that might be the real reason these references exist. They keep you engaged, they make you feel smart for noticing, they make the fear linger longer. The next time you watch a horror film, pay attention to the smallest details. A poster, a song, a color, a shape. You might find something you recognize from childhood. And when you do, ask yourself why it's there. Because in horror, nothing is placed by accident. Some secrets are meant to stay hidden, others are meant to be found, and the most unsettling ones are hiding behind a smile you thought you could trust. If you enjoyed uncovering these hidden connections, stay with the channel. There are many more movie secrets waiting just beneath the surface.